for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize, it's really time.
Yeah.
Thomas Jackson.
Yeah. Bounce. Yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be going into our final match of tonight. We're going to take a quick look at the standings of the groups. Obviously, we have forZe, who are at the moment right at the bottom, yet to get a single map on the board, and they're facing off against Fragsters, who are currently 1-0, so you can't really fault them so far. They haven't lost, but they really haven't played many. I think they're actually the least played team in the whole thing. Yeah, they're yet to really get themselves up that board, but considering they're already on 3 points, not too bad at all. Definitely have a chance to get themselves into a top 2 position, which is where everybody wants to be, as you get to skip one stage of playoffs and head your way straight through to what I think will be the quarterfinals, but I could be wrong, so just ignore me on that point. Let's just say skip a step. But yeah, we're going to be going straight into what is our knife round, and yeah, we've just seen an absolutely dominant performance on Inferno already. Neither of these teams playing, of course, as X-Tartus showing us how it's done. And, well, at least forZe will get the chance. Now, from forZe's perspective, they have got to win one of these. They have got to get themselves on the board, get rolling, and get further up. Because at the moment, they're getting into very scary territory where they're getting close to just being eliminated already. Because 0-3, I don't think there's anybody who's worse than 0-3 at the moment, which is very, very scary indeed. And on the other side, there's not a lot of pressure at the moment. Not yet, at least. So, definitely waiting to see what they can do. Fragsters are going to be my favourites for this one. I think just Danish Counter-Strike in general. I've not been impressed recently. A lot of this forZe side in the past, when they were Spartak, relied heavily on Little, who hasn't been having the same sort of games he used to. And there hasn't been anybody else to really pick up the slack. Either way, we are into our pistol round of the final match of today. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow, so you will get your fix of the Hellcase Cup fairly soon. And there's a bit of a gamble over on that CT side at the moment. What they've done is they've left themselves the kit and a smoke over towards that B side of the map, so that if they do, they can just pick up the kit off the corpse of Jerry. And that may actually have to happen, because there's a lot of people gathering up over towards that B side of the map already, spotting out. We are going to have the smoke going down, but I imagine the T side may just go through it. They're actually not, so that's worked very well for Jerry. He'll be sat there going, job done. There's no one coming this way anymore. Push into the middle from the T's. They're actually falling straight into the trap that's been set by this CT side. Only 40 seconds on the clock, so they will have to make their move fairly soon. Have they spotted Kabakan up above? He's actually just going to be hiding behind the barrel. They finally spot him as they wrap around. They do get the entry kills desired. There's still a couple more players to deal with, and it looks like they will be, as now the only man left alive was the solo player towards the B site. Jerry into a 1 versus 3. Bomb is going to be planted. Not a whole lot he can do about that, but can he make the clutch happen? No, he cannot. It will be Stav to get that kill, and it is going to be 1-0 in favour of the Fragsters. Oh, actually 5 UMPs. Don't see a whole lot of the UMP stack anymore. Nade will do a little bit of extra damage. Molotov has gone down to stop any further aggression from the CT side. And actually, they've gone very aggressive over on the other side of the map, trying to take control of apps. They do have complete control of apps at the moment. Boost going to be employed, but it should be checked. Very common spot. These are pretty much just set on going towards that B site. Smoke's going to be thrown in. Molotovs be utilized as well. Nice little setup coming out from the Danish side. And, yeah, let's see what they can do. Boost. Psycho just jumping around the corner. They've still got to deal with one more. Mesa is going to be waiting. Rotation is in. As I said, it is quite a risky buy with all of these UMPs. They're not as effective as they used to be, but they've done it for utility. That's the idea. To get themselves all of the extra stuff. Little is managing to get one, but still a couple more players to deal with, and it looks like they're running away, or at least Kabaka is like, nah, mama, I've decided I want to live. Mesa looking for an exit frag. Only UMPs to be found, and unfortunately, he's not going to be able to do anything. Hey, Ice. How's it going? How's it going, Ice? You've caught me for the last day. The great thing about this, though, from the T-side perspective, if you do manage to win that round where you bought all those SMGs, you now go into a round where you have them again, and it's for free. So it basically just means that this is the chance to make a huge amount of extra cash. They're even going to pick up a couple of AKs as well, just based off the 2 players that actually died. And means going into this one, they're a little bit more secure. Jerry gets knifed. He's just like trying to kill a chicken. He body blocks the chicken. Ends up going down. We are going to see actually a 4-man stack over towards this banana spot. Could be a nasty surprise. Dragonfly does manage to get a first. Being tagged pretty low. And Kabakan actually has himself 5-7 with armor as well. Aren't you just going to look to fall back? Hey, right hand. Right hand, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Little will be able to get one with the P250. And for him, every single little bit helps, as he's going to be looking to get an AWP. Facecrack actually finds another one. It's a bit more costly than I imagine they'd be wanting. And Kabakan with one more. Okay, Fragsters, this is the round where you're supposed to be making money. You've already lost a couple of players. An AK into the hands of Almeza. He's going to be pushing in. One down, almost. It's so close. Torben, you're celebrating, but you just lost 4 players to 1 5-7 and armor and nothing else. Ridiculous round from forZe to even get it that far. And now, all that extra money that could have been made from the SMGs that were used by Fragsters is gone. It's in the dirt. Little is going to get an AWP, but it's only glass cannon, so not ideal. Mesa has enough. Pick up a kit as well. Zero. T-side. Seem to have all their setups down, which is really nice to see. A lot of the teams we've seen in this tournament just go very, very aggressive. Just run into places and hope that they find the frags. This team seems to be much more practiced, but that's a wonderful flashbang. Facecrack able to get the first 2 entries before anybody can get out onto the site. He's even up above to close down another. And well, this round is good as done. Flawless victory for forZe as they do take their first round on the board. Side. I'm going to be investing back into this one, but this was where all that extra money really would be lovely, wouldn't it? All that was made by the SMGs be invested back in here, but let's see what they can do. Can they actually break back? I'd be impressed. Side all gathering up. Trying to take control of that banana. They have done. Mazer's seen a ghost. He looks to try and spray through the edge of the smoke. Very passive over towards the A side as well. So this rotation probably going to take a while. Little will be the first one on hold. Entry kill, but Jerry's completely blind, just walking into the corner. However, they have bought quite a bit of time. Mazer on the corner of the site gets one, but it's only going to be a trade. AK is going to be retrieved as well. Little's managed to get here quickly. He's going to go for the shot. No, he's not. Changed his mind. He showed mercy to the Fragsters. Maybe not wanting to give away his position, although he did have to scope in, which could have given away the sound cue. Still going to be a 3v3. It should heavily favour the CT side. And Facecrack is going to help that along even further. Molotov into the corner is going to force out Stavin. And leaving only Dragonfly left. It's a lovely retake coming in from forZe. Working as a team. It will be 3-2 now. And this is where the T side probably just going to go for a few pistols. Don't really want to get too heavy into debt by going for these 4 spies. And of course, with the loss bonus at 2,400 going into the next round, they will be able to buy it themselves. So back in. Very aggressive start to the round, and Little will be able to get another. This is going to be a quick rotation in from Stavin to at least finish off the man who was already tagged low. Lucky as ever. Almost. 7 HP for our Mazer. One more bullet would have done it. However, it is going to be 3-3. A couple of players lost, so not perfect for the CT side, but winning the round definitely going to be more important to them. Now the T's can get their buy. Still a little bit of a limitation when it comes to utility, but it's pretty damn good. Smokes on almost... No, in fact, smokes on every single player, which, considering how sort of execute-heavy Fragsters have looked thus far, seems to be a good way to set up. Aggression from forZe. Already done so much damage with the nades. Jerry down to 2 HP. Torben on to 4. It's the battle of the low HP players. Still got 3 players over towards this B site at the moment, but rotating one off as Little's been boosted up. Normally this is where you rotate everybody off and just leave Little, but the problem is they don't know how far into the corner these players have actually got. They will actually. The 4th player now rotates over, relying solely on Little to have control of this banana. On the other side of the map, Cyclone looking to try and lead the charge. Team haven't been able to find anything just yet. There we go, Little's gone. And now, because they've seen that setup, the T's just look to barrel onto the site. They know that the likelihood is there's only going to be one man here to defend it, and that one man is gone. The rotation from Mazer is quick enough. He at least gets onto the site. We'll actually be able to take one. However, bottom of mid, Stavin will trade. It's still going to be into a 3 versus 3. Torben very low on health, but our Mazer isn't that much better off. Dragonfly corner holding with the AWP. Push in, face crack. Going to get the first once again. It's looking similar to the last, and a missed shot. That was the chance. Now they're going to be trying to force him out of position. It's all on to 1. And forZe will go down as well. Another retake for forZe. And all picked up. Going to be a lead now for the CIS team. Yeah, there's only one map. The map is Inferno. So, the best of one. There's... I did the circle so big. There we go. Actually, a man. A bandana. He's actually covering his eye a little bit. Oh, wait. It's not going to let me draw that small. There we go. There's his eye. That was my attempt at drawing a Ninja Turtle. Or a circle, whichever one. Tees, they've invested once again. Now, they do have the loss bonus behind them. If they get a bomb plant in this round, they will be absolutely fine when it comes to buying. Crack right on the edge of the smoke. Just waiting. Gets the first. Looks for a second. But look at all these trades. The T side have just been slaughtered. And Little will be there as the final executioner. 5-3. forZe shut down the push. And now the T's are sort of left. Okay, they didn't get a bomb plant. You could see the resemblance to Michelangelo. Well, that means that I am an artiste of high proportion. I have you know that in secondary school, when they forced me to do art in year 9, I got a grade that was available for when you were in primary school. That's how good I was. Now, there was a problem with her asking me to draw a leaf and me drawing weapons. But that is not the... Hello! Hello, Little. Always love a good collab. I had to cut my story off with how I did drawing. Nice couple of shots, though. Actually, the T's doing some damage in this round. That's a bomb plant. There you go. That's already all the money that they would have needed into this. Now, can they hold on? They picked up 2 weapons. Dragonfly. Yeah, turning actually into an advantage now for the T side. And with the nades falling, the CTs may even just want to wonder about saving. It's not a position they want to be in. Oh, and the timing as well. Little's quick enough to trade it, but he isn't going to be able to get the second one. Orp will be saved as well. With the CT side, do have plenty of money. Dragonfly, missed shot. Gets given a second chance, though, as the player behind is taken down. Nobody there to trade either. Dragonfly desperately trying to find something through that wall. Flashbang is force Little back. On the CT side. This is where it comes into gamble gameplay. Just sit with the 2 on the site. Are they going to rotate somebody over? By the looks of it, Almeza may be making his way over towards the A site. And it kind of looks like they've got it right. Oh, X-Tarts won 16-2. Yeah. Team Spirit got destroyed. Here we go. Push coming in. They do have a rotator already. Smoke going to be thrown down, though. And again, it's Fragsters just... with all the nades, all the setups perfectly placed to just isolate individual players. Down goes Tony Black, Mr. Kabakan. And from the corner of the site, we also lose face crack to the hands of Cyclone. Only Little will remain, and, yeah. Don't think he's going for this one. He's just gonna chill. Gonna have a nice, relaxing time. Look down the barrel of the gun. Oh, better got a little bit unlucky with the timing there. There's now Froslev. Now, how do I pronounce this? Because I feel like I'm butchering it. I'm saying Froslev, like Joseph, but with Fro in it. Little's only on 11 HP. I know exactly where he is now. They're going to look to try and remove that weapon. He will at least survive the first. And the fire will burn him. Last second. No, I think that's a big difference to whether they actually go for this or not. Close enough. 39 million. Did you say 39 million? The 39,000 is how much the dynamic prize pool is. Oh, here, wait, 1 sec. There's nades coming. There's nades coming. First dunk. Pistol's just running and gunning. Dragonfly, even. Probably just crapped his pants because that was a quick rush down, and now it's actually a 2v1. Goodbye. CT side with a bit of an interesting round of rush down mid. So most casters just call him forZe. Okay. But how's it meant to sound? Like, is it possible to type that sound, or is it like you're choking on something? Or something that the Brits can't really do? Toyota 2 Ti at 24 million, yeah. I know it did, but this is not the Toyota 2 Ti. Meant to sound like Joe. Or Yo. Is it Yo? Because then I start for Cyclone. Jerry will actually find one at the beginning, but now they're just going to go pushing in. But Little is waiting with his AWP. They didn't expect the third, and Little's just taking them down. They're all looking for more. Flashbang even going to help him out. He comes in. Smoke will eventually allow the T's to cross. Scrap will be there to close. Nice hold from Little in the end to stop them actually getting just even the time that he wasted. Only getting 2 kills, but still well done. Kind of hard to say it when you're typing. Yeah, that's understandable. 7-5. A dead as history. Oh, that's like a deep name. Also slightly depressing. Nade's going to be going down banana. Oh, the dunk. Almiser will start. Push going to be coming in. Jerry sprayed 1, 2. Looking for his third, but can't quite do it. If they manage to get rid of Almiser, they may at least get themselves a plant, and that's something already. Plus, there's at least 2 weapons on this site to be retrieved. But they haven't actually managed to find any of them yet. Davin will pick up 1. Retakes have been pretty good so far. Push through. Will actually not do too much, and face crack once again. Always seems to get one in the retake. Bomb is going to be defused, and it will be 8-5 in favor of forZe. If you can say, yeah, but I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce the O. So I would say Copenhagen. That's probably wrong. Furniture. But so like so his name would be pronounced Froslev. Oh god, that even hurts my throat just trying to do that. I think I'll just say Froslev. Froslev. That's probably even worse than what I was doing before. That's the great thing about it. CT side, they've gone for the deep smoke, the classic. Close enough. Do you know what? We can't be bothered to try and teach you anymore. It's not what. Yeah, that'll do. Left the T side with quite limited control. It up. Actually has some support as well, which is always good. Normally we see the rotation over, but the wraparound. Cyclone could be the linchpin to this move. He's managed to get him behind without anybody realizing. It does see the T's aren't really waiting, though. They could give him a second, but they don't need it. Never mind. FirstLayer manages to pick up one. I can't say that quickly. I'm never doing that again. Face crack gets another. What can Staven do? Nothing is the answer. And they haven't been very good at holding on to these sites a lot of the time. Bomb still yet to go down. Not really in a position to do so. And Little waits in the Molotov to pick up one. Only Black. Mr. Kabakin with another. And now Torben. The only one. Can he do anything here? No, he cannot. Another retake, another bomb plant. But it's another round for forZe. Oh, that I didn't realize. 4 forZe. That doesn't sound great, does it? forZe. Does Caster stream on his account? No, not really. Occasionally I do, but or at least recently I've just been casting so much stuff online. When are you going to see me on the big stage? Soon. Soon. What can I do to get you boosted? What was the Twitter for you again? Exclamation mark caster. There you go. There. It's set up. It's ready. Little. Going to be looking for that peek into mid, and they're going to fall into his clutch. He's been so good so far, even able to retreat back. They are looking to try and wrap around, but Jerry's going to be in position to hold off. No, he shot. A little bit premature with that one, Jerry, but it doesn't matter. He gets the kill anyway. Little is lost in return. And Molly actually going to clear Jerry out. Almost goes down. Pretty close. FirstLayer will be able to doing work. He'll eventually burn alive, but he's left it on to Torben. And Jerry's pretty low, so really has to wait for his teammate. Say the word with only Polish letters. No, I cannot. Whatever that is, I cannot say that. Torben will at least get the plant, but that doesn't matter. It's the last round. Money is meaningless. It's all about the round, and Almeza will be there. Another retake for forZe. I did it again. But, yeah, actually a pretty good half for them. Not what I was expecting. Especially, you have to consider here, Fragsters won the pistol. They only managed 2 buy rounds all the way through. Can Fragsters turn it around on the CT side? I do think a pistol is going to be important here. They're going to want to get off to a strong start, have the decent amount of utility that's necessary. I think there's gonna be months where I'll have more free time and then I might get into streaming, but with like sort of Starladder running this, they've got obviously WSG stuff starting soon, like all the qualifiers that I'm gonna be involved in as much as I can. When there isn't other stuff that I'm doing as well, if I streamed on top, I'd probably just die. Either way, Almeza gonna be dinked up. Actually, only goes down to 56, so not too bad. And it's actually Dragonfly lost the majority of health. Is your Twitch the same as your Twitter? Yes. But I really don't stream very often at all, so I wouldn't expect to see too much on there. And even if I do, I'm normally shying away from CS because, I don't know, I feel like if I cast CS all the time and then play it all the time, I'd lose my mind. Did stream Mario Kart on there a little while ago. Here we go, though. Short push. 1 man going to be going in taps as well. 3 players actually homed in on this position, so it should be a pretty good setup for the CT side. And already, FirstLayer is going to start things off. And, well, it looks like the rest of the team are going to finish it. Face crack. He's trying his best, though. Can he do anything here? Still got one more player to find on the site. And it's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. 10-6. Fragsters, they've got that lifeline. I think they needed that. They're still going to go... Are they just full SMGs? Full SMGs? Yeah. Risky stuff. Risky stuff. Especially versus these pistols. Now, they've been nerfed. You couldn't see, but I was doing quote marks. Well, unless you're outside my window, in which case you could see, and I'm terrified, but for most of you. You couldn't see that I did comments because they're still pretty powerful. They're still pretty damn good. Bit of damage done early. Nade's going to be thrown out. There's a buttload of flashbangs about to be flying over as well. Completely blind. And forZe manages still pick up 2. A lot of damage being done, but the players are still surviving. And Almeza, wow, 4 kills, 1 clip of a CZ. I do not believe. He's also been spotted, which I think helped. 10-7. 4 players surviving. Now, last time, we saw them actually lose quite a lot of players to very, very little. So, I'm hoping this time we'll see a little bit more of a rectification. I'm not even sure if that's a word from Fragsters, as they look to try and make themselves a decent amount of money here. Still got 4 SMGs. What I'm actually interested to see is how many they would actually keep into the next round if they do manage to keep the majority of them going. Because at least most of the time you would see them kept in as a bonus round. But I'll be interested to see if they do. Especially with the amount of utility they'll be able to get up behind it. But you never know. They might lose 3 players here and we won't get to see. Just like in the sort of first half. Bit of a jump spot coming in. We're going to be going down. Fight coming in as well. But already there's 1 player drops. That's an SMG that's not being kept. However, I think that may be all. Never mind. Little still gets 1. Eventually, though, it will go down. So, we still get to see a little bit. How many SMGs will they keep into the next round? Dragonfly's straight in with the AWP, so that's an upgrade for him at least. 1 M4 picked up, and I think the remaining 2 may just opt to keep the SMGs and go a little bit more aggressive. Should. Here we go, though. T-side, they have their buy. Dragonfly can go for this early pick. Trying to find anything. The Molotov will force him back out of position. Start though. CT side will get 1, and with the UMP as well. Look to fall back. And anything back towards the T side, who are now actually gathering up to hit the A site themselves. Oh. PT side have fallen all the way back to the site. It's going to be down to Cyclone to give them a lot of the information, although I'm pretty sure they will hear this one coming. Smoke's going to go down. There's still a chance that they could actually wrap back around. They've got to be careful because Dragonfly is looking to try and hold the cross. But he doesn't know how far they've actually crossed. They have actually wrapped around towards the site. 35 seconds up and coming on the clock, which is going to be plenty for them to make their move. The question is, do they double back? Scope spotted. Jerry does actually connect some shots, but the AWP tags him very low as well. And now they have to surely dedicate themselves to this A site. 20 seconds left on the clock. Still yet to make their push out. Kabakam will spot 1 in pit, but they're still not moving. Eventually, they'll get going. I think they may have just left this too late. They've got so many players to clear out. Happily, though, they have done it. They've got all the kills that are necessary for them. Not going to be able to deny the plant. And what looked like it could have been perfect for the CT side with the amount of time left has turned into an impossible retake. A lot of low players. Going to be down to Torben. Can he find anything here? Smoke. Gonna be thrown out. Will section off 1. Hits the headshot on the first, but he doesn't know there's a second player behind him. Almeza, the snake in the grass. Will actually go down, leaves it all onto 1, but Kabakan had it comfortably in the end. 11-8. It will be forZe to win the first buy round. CT side going to be straight back in with a rebuy, though, and attempting to reset their opponents. Do you play CSGO comp? If you mean, like, matchmaking, occasionally. I play a bit of Face as well, but I suck. And if you mean competitively, no. No, I do not. If you can't play, cast. Unless you have a terrible voice, then you analyze or... Actually, that sounds like I'm insulting all the analysts. That's not true. Don't hurt me. Oh, Dragonfly with the peek out. Actually come back in with a better buy than what the T's had. Rank Supreme. He's already. And early on. Won't have the money to buy into the next round if they do lose this. CT side have fallen back to much more passive, although they are going to go a little bit aggressive, at least in the form of Torben, but he's just playing around that smoke, using it to his advantage. Now, the remaining Ts actually do still have quite a bit of utility left. If they could isolate this man on B, yes, there's a rotation there in the form of Dragonfly, but much more of an opportunity. Late Molotov will buy a little bit more time. They've actually fully rotated the AWP into position. A little bit of a gap, and it's going to pay off as well. Little will go down and leave it all on to Gabakin. Torben tries to run through, but now the rotating players from A are going to be here by the time he actually tries to get onto the site. Doesn't look like it's possible now for Gabakin. It may actually be worth trying to save the rifle to do something into the next round. Instead, he is going to try and force the issue, and Dragonfly, with 4 kills in the round, will turn things back. 11-9, and now the money just isn't there for the T side. They don't really have much they can invest, and it is going to be a struggle to try and win this. Actually, CT side, interestingly, going to call a pause of their own, so... Not attack. I love it. It's like, tactical? Yes. No, it's not. What do you mean tactical? Team conflict at the moment for Fragsters, as they don't know if they've actually called a tactical or not. Clearly the tactics were a little bit bland. Aggressive push coming up from Banana. Nice. Spray down from Torben. It's going to deny them the ability to cross, but it's an elaborate bruise. This is brilliant. They've gone all the way round. They're actually going to pop out of apps. There's nobody here. Oh, that is magnificent from forZe. A free bomb plant. Nobody here. Fragsters have fallen for the bait. And now they're going to try and just catch a couple of players on the rotation. That is so smart. Completely fooled. And now they're even going to try and bait them in. But I think they're going to check the angle onto Little. Face crack. Can he at least take one down? Yes, he can. I don't think he'll get much more than that, as it will be Dragonfly to close him down. 11-10. The bomb plant should give them a chance to get something into the next round, although they actually invested quite a bit into this round. Not going to be ideal. I think they should probably save. And they actually have a player missing as well, so we'll just have to wait for him to get back into the server. The only problem with rounds like that, though, it's if you're going for a bomb plant, I feel like if you buy armor and pistols, and that's all you had, it's kind of like, okay, great, you got a bomb plant, but you still fully invested, and a bomb plant's worth $800. If you just bought nothing and just ran to your death, okay, maybe you don't get the kills, but you have more of a chance of having, well, you have more money, pretty much. The only other thing would be to do that same sort of strategy, but you do it without armor, because the armor there didn't actually play much of a part. They didn't get any kills on Banana anyway. So why not just do it without armor and try and pull in a fake? Yes, maybe they expected to see a player on the site and then they would have had to get a kill, and then it's a little bit more difficult, but that strategy seemed wholly around getting the bomb down, and then the bomb plant didn't really benefit them that much. That's the only thing. Player still dropped from the server at the moment. I highly doubt it's a DDoS. I'm not sure why anybody would. Maybe his brother. He just keeps flicking the router on and off. You ate my sandwich. I doubt he talks like this, by the way. This isn't a stereotypical Russian accent, but... You ate my sandwich. And you keep flicking it on and off. Yeah, but why would you DDoS the fourth best player on the team at the moment? If you're DDoSing anyone, you're DDoSing Little, let's be honest. There we go, though. A little bit of extra investment from the T side based on the bomb plant from the previous round. It does mean that Fragsters should be able to even up the scoreline. Nade's going to go out. Missed shot from Dragon. He's actually going to get taken down. Nice work from Almeza. Let's see what more they can do. Jerry's retrieved the AWP. There we go. Give it over to Little. And Zin, they went through the... Okay, yeah, I can see how that works. Cyclone. The top of the smoke, the classic boost. It is going to be checked. Cyclone actually hits the shot while falling. I think that's the second time he's done that this game. Torben running low on ammo. Will have to reload as they look to push onto his position, but he does have support from Cyclone. Bomb plant would be a nice little boost once again. Little already going to be going down, but a little bit of a miss gives the bomb plant over. And actually, Kabakan's now turned it into 1 versus 2. Bomb going to be fake defused. He's just going to go running straight through the smoke. And Stavum will be there to take his head straight off. 11-11. Fragsters have come back from what was a 10-5 half to equalize the scoreline with only 1 round lost so far on their CT side. Dragonfly. The peek into middle. Gonna find anything as of yet. T-side still looking to take control of Banana, and it is going to be Little to find that opening pick. Torben down already. T-side looking to try and get themselves another round on the board. CTs actually haven't been able to make that much money as of yet, considering they've won 6 out of 7 rounds. You look at their cash, it really isn't brilliant. Nice shot from Dragonfly, though. Will even things up. Not going to be any chance for a trade either from Jerry. A little bit of a gap in the smoke, but rather than it being a problem, Dragonfly is trying to use it to his advantage. After the smoke goes down, the rotation will come in. CT side have gambled towards this A side of the map. Hot flash. Leaves Little completely blind. Nade actually going to drop straight onto his head as well, down to just 37 HP. Oh, looking like they may even try to rotate back once again. Seemingly unsure of what they're doing at the moment over on the T side. Looking like they've fallen a little bit flat. Right, Crone. He's making his way around just to check they aren't going through Arch, and he's read this perfectly. Finds one, but Facecrack in the meantime goes through the smoke. Turns it back into a 3v3, but once again, time is of the essence. Froslev going to be sat down below in the pit. If he can deny the plant, it would be perfect. He's been spotted out. Only 10 seconds left on the clock, so it has to be a bit more of a closed plant. Face Crack will actually take him down with a trade coming out, and they're just going to go running into the site. Can't do enough damage to close either of the players. Little hits the shot, and it's all onto Dragonfly. Should have been around for the CT side, but the T's now in a good position to actually close this miss spray, but it won't matter. forZe, they get themselves the round. They don't allow Fragsters to take their lead away. And they will be 12-11 for now. CT side with somewhat of a save. One player's fully invested. Staven can drop him a rifle in the next round, but if he drops an AWP, won't be able to do that. Maybe Dragonfly will juggle one over and they'll just switch weapons up. We'll have to wait and see. But gamble over towards the B site and it's gone completely wrong. He's going to have their bomb plant. Just going to be down to how much damage they can do. Little watching into mid. And Jerry clearly wants to try and boost his stats a little bit. He will get 2 with a 1 trade back. Eventually, it's down to Mr. Face Crack. Nice little rhyme for you. (13-11). Both teams will be back on the buy. Dragonfly actually buys his own AWP, and as said, weapons will be juggled around. We go though. An aggressive push from the T side, looking to switch up the pace completely. They've taken up complete control of Banana. There's actually going to be 3 players over towards this B side of the map, so it looks like the CT side have bet a similar circumstance. About to rotate a player off, which wouldn't be the correct read. Gonna go down, which will deny them at least some vision for now. Dragonfly on the other side of the map playing a very aggressive apps position, but does mean that there's a chance that Bakken could just walk all the way around. He's going to go and make a little bit of noise. And actually, they've rotated the player off. Now the push goes through the smoke. Still going to be a couple of players on the site, but Little will burn one down. It's going to be left onto Torben, boosted above. Can he stop this push? He's got so much left to do. They're wrapping around the church as well. 30 seconds left, looking to try and clear him out of position. And eventually, Kabakan will, leaving it onto 2 players from the Danes. Looking like they're just going to have to save in this round. (14-11). CT side will get themselves a loss bonus of 2,400. That's a nice little spot. Make me jump if I came around the corner, that's for sure. CT side with the extra save weapons. I said 2,400. They're going to be too beneficial for them. The question is, will they want to stop their opponents hitting that magic number 15? Or are they just going to save and try and get themselves a good buy into the next round? Now, personally, I'd like to see them save here. The likelihood is they won't be able to afford the AWP in the next. And yeah, they're going to go for it. So pretty much coming down to an all or nothing scenario for Fragsters. Otherwise, they will be fighting back with... There's going to be some SMGs, maybe pistols in the next. Let's see what they can do. It's not the worst buy. They've still got 3 rifles. They've got a couple of UMPs and that AWP. Push through the smoke. That is just a straight ruining. One of the big pieces of the puzzle has already been destroyed. The middle is gone. Nade straight onto the feet of Staven as well. Can't even retrieve the AWP. They're actually going to just throw it straight out of the map. Very smart from forZe, not allowing that to be picked up at all. shots again. Bit of a gamble. They've got Cyclone spotting. Not like the old jump spot. They should be able to see his head if they peek. Here we go. It's the execute. Stavin has been spotted. He already goes down. Attempted to crossfire. Torben is going to be able to get a couple back, giving them a chance in this round. Trying to rotate back onto the site itself. Can he do anything more in this situation? The answer is no. And it's left all onto Cyclone. 1 versus 3. He currently sits bottom of the board for his team. How'd you get the first? Rifle on the floor. What's up going to be thrown down just to try and slow him even more. Doesn't have a kit. Not a lot of time for him to play with here. Not going to be thrown out. Gives him the chance to cross. Already tagged down to just 23 HP. And Kabakan will take him down. 15 to 11. 1 round away from forZe getting their first victory on the table. Possibly mounting at least a playoffs position. That's what they need. They want to get themselves into the playoffs. Then it's back to normal. Then they're back to playing those sort of best of threes. Then they're back to having a chance to making it through. Winning the group or getting second, I think, is highly unlikely. But they need to at least close this first. It is a bit of a jumble sail by. A lot of players trying to push over towards that B site. Crack has to be careful here. Spots out, somehow still gets the kill onto Stavin. And now there's going to be a reaction from the players on Banana. 1-2 for Jerry. There's a third player around the corner. May not expect it. The Mag 7's actually going to double down as well. And make that back to a 2v2. Push going to be coming in. Smoke down. Spray through the smoke, doing a lot of damage. What can do here? It's going to be little leading. Got that Deagle. Nade, dunks straight onto his opponent. Could just go back to B. Still a couple of players on this site. Little now actually the one with the rifle. He plants, but actually falls into the hands of his opponent instead. It's left on to face Kraken, a 1 versus 2. Got the AWP. 40 seconds to play with. Just going to look to... okay. Not going to work either, buddy. You can't throw it over that. Oh, he's just going to hide it instead. Doesn't want his opponents getting the AWP. Could have just saved it. I want to just throw that out there. Could have just saved it. But instead, he's going to try and go for this with the AK. The site. There's no way he's getting it. Absolutely no chance. 15 to 12. CT side have themselves. Could be pronounced so like Storm or Stown. Down. Tactical pause. CT side giving themselves down. Okay. I'll try my best to remember that. Well, he didn't go B because he didn't have the bomb. Before that, they didn't actually know the second player rotated in. So it's sort of understandable. Just didn't think of it at the time, I guess. Either way. Crunch time. T-side to take it. Fragsters to survive. R4's going to fall at the final hurdle of finally getting themselves a victory. Early Molotov going down. CT side this time a little bit more aggressive over towards that short portion of the map. Moment leaving arch side completely clear, but I think it is. They're not going to be able to cross anyway. These themselves still trying to fight for banana, but in the meantime, the pushers come in. Face cracks manage one, but it's a couple of trades back, giving the advantage now over towards that CT side. And they've still got 2 players waiting on the B side of the map. Jerry is going to go running through, trying to lead the charge for his team, but the Molotov will hold them back. Smoke's going, and they're just going to run straight through, try and get onto this site itself. Couple of players blind. Jerry gets the first. They don't check seconds, and he's not going to be able to get the trade either. It's left onto Little. Looking for this pick. I think he's going to be caught out, and Cychrome doing a magnificent job. 15-13. Now the T side have to decide whether it's actually worth going for it this round. I don't think it is. You want to wait and make sure you have the buy. Fragsters now got a chance. Why not able to get the first? They're just going to go for a classic rush B, or at least Kabakin is taking so much damage from early nades, but they do have banana control. Further nade dropped in, and already back and very low on HP. We're using a lot of nades. Try and set things up. Here comes the push, just running into the site. Cyclone again. Triple kill spray. As support as well, Jerry will at least be able to get one. Now, they really want to get a bomb plant here. That would be more than expected. And it's actually a possibility now. I'm going to go straight for the plant. Jerry trying to get into a better position. Actually, fairly close. Little, a little bit unlucky there. Spray down, but he can't quite find any of them. And he's got no bullets left. Has to try and reload to get those extra 4. And it's just not happening. Down. We'll close him out. It is going the full distance. All 30 rounds is a minimum. forZe desperately wanting their first victory in this cup. And Fragsters trying to steal it away from them. Of course, Fragsters currently sit 1-0 on the board and want to get themselves further towards the top of it. Have to win this round to be with a chance. Little. He's had enough. Aggressive peek out. Finds that first kill. And he's just going to retreat back. Trying to take this game into his own hands. 29-18 at the moment for him. This is the sort of performance we wanted from the AWPer over on forZe. Haven't seen it so much recently. He's always been the star of this team. Smokes. Going over. They're trying to hit this A site once again. Leading round the arch side. Corbin already gets isolated. A 2-man advantage now for the T side. And they have to be careful as well from Apps as Kabakin is still there. Stone will get one. But it's only going to be onto one man in the position. It's Frostlev goes down and leaves it all onto Cyclone. He has an AWP and he's got 4 players to find. It's looking like forZe are finally going to get their victory. 16-14 to finish off. We even get a forZe win. They do get their first points onto the board. Fragsters will not be able to come back, although it came very, very close. And that, ladies and gentlemen, means it is the end of tonight. Of course, we will be back again tomorrow with appearances from EPG, iGame, DBA, EPG, Fragsters, and X-Tartus. But other than that, it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope to see you again tomorrow. See you soon.